housing, urban renewal, environment, and climate change, outlines a pathway for the country to thrive in the post-COVID era.
Efforts to renew Jamaica took shape in 2021, and the Ministry of Housing, Urban Renewal, Environment and Climate Change provided the roadmap and led that charge. The Housing Agency of Jamaica built solutions at Catherine Estates in St. Catherine and Rhine Park in St. James. The agency also delivered titles to landowners in several parishes. $1 million was set aside for each Member of Parliament to address vulnerable housing in constituencies.
Housing is the primary determinant of people's financial security and well-being. And while the impacts of climate change are felt in every sphere of our lives, whether directly or indirectly, our housing sector, for obvious reasons, is especially vulnerable.
This complemented the ministry's survey of informal settlements, with 8 of the island's 14 parishes covered in the year.
Ultimately, through this strategic approach, life and property can be preserved, dignity restored, and a sense of community realized.
Public-private partnerships in housing continued with the completion of 48 of the 239-unit Foreshore estate in St. Andrew. At the Jamaica Mortgage Bank, $180 million was expended to indemnify 150 new undertakings. The redevelopment of downtown Kingston advanced when the amended Urban Renewal Tax Relief Act passed in Parliament. The National Spatial Planning Information Planning Platform was launched to better manage the island's natural land and marine resources.
This is a launch of a platform which is a part of the integral thrust for government now to use science and technology, information and data to inform our decisions.
Supporting government's use of geographic information systems was the 2021 renewal of its enterprise license agreement with Environmental Systems Research Institute, ESRI. The agreement saw 265 entities, including 179 educational institutions, accessing resources.
Climate change threatens the very economic base on which we seek to build our country.
Jamaica's participation at the 26th United Nations Climate Change Conference of the Parties, COP26, led to its selection as part of a $133 million task force on access to climate finance. The country secured a $1 million grant from India to build sustainable agriculture facilities, benefited from an Infrastructure for Resilient Island States facility to recover from climate crises, and accessed $1.1 million from the Green Climate Fund for its National Adaptation Plan. This resulted in the launch of the Green Bond Project Market Assessment. The pilot project sought to determine the feasibility of raising funds to finance climate resilience and low-carbon development on the Jamaica Stock Exchange.
We're sending a very strong signal today to our development partners that Jamaica, indeed, we are taking charge, I dare say, of our development and advancement as a country. And we are definitely recognizing, not just in words, the need for climate action.
The second phase of the pilot Climate Resilience Adaptation Program and Financing Mechanism got underway in the year. A $244.93 million project, the program built out rainwater harvesting systems and micro-check dams.
Jamaica remains resolute in our commitment to sustainably manage our forest resources for the benefit of present and future generations.
Close to 800,000 trees were distributed and planted by the Forestry Department under the 3 Million Trees in 3 Years program. Forestry also kick-started the My Tree Legacy promotion to have Jamaicans planting trees at their alma maters. Members of Parliament were each given 100 trees for planting under the ministry's Earth Card program. 138 hectares of land were reforested. Ground truthing and monumentation along the boundaries of the Cockpit Country Protective Area was completed. The $240 million Alternative Livelihoods program, targeting 46 forestry-adjacent communities, continued. The third phase of the ban on single-use plastics took effect, prohibiting single-use plastic bags not exceeding 24 by 24 inches and drinking straws attached to juice boxes or pouches. And a deposit refund scheme for plastic bottles was launched.
If we think, act, and do things differently, we are already on our way to a renewed Jamaica.